And we are live. You can catch us on YouTube, Twitch, Rumble, Kick, and Facebook, and X now. So we're now on X as well, live. So don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll be right back with you, Howlers. We'll be right back. Howls over Baaz. I'm Jacob Casas, and before we start, if everybody that's watching right now can go like and subscribe the episode, we'd appreciate it. So yeah, go like and subscribe, and on all you Facebook fans, I appreciate you guys watching. We have a good episode coming for you, and to all the new watchers on X, we appreciate you guys, and you're gonna be seeing us from now on X, and we want to welcome to the den. Krazy Cat is in the den right now, and with a K, you know.
Okay.
And we want to welcome you to the den. And if you can introduce yourself to our audience, tell them a little bit about who you are and what you do.
My name is Katrina, and Krazy Cat, it comes from my biker name. I ride, and I have a couple different ventures that people know me for. So it's kind of just a little about me.
So tell us how you got your name, Krazy Cat. Is there a crazy story behind Krazy Cat?
Yeah, pretty well. My whole life has been a little crazy, up and down, with different stories. For sure, everybody has their background story as they grew up and things like that. So I have many stories, especially my family, has always called me a little crazy. And
So who named you? Who was the one that named you?
I don't even know. Everybody
It just
me
kept
crazy.
going. Uh-oh.
And then when I became a biker, I joined an MC, a women's motorcycle club. And, you go through the pretty much prospecting and stuff like that. And then they give you your name. And it was something that they changed the K, one of the girls, and made it Krazy Cat.
Krazy Cat.
They put it together for me.
So give us one story. Why they would be calling you Krazy Cat? Give us one crazy story.
Ooh.
Something that sticks out to you, and
oh man,
one that you wouldn't want to tell.
One that I wouldn't want to tell. Man, it just depends on which part of my life.
I know you got one in your head right now. just get it out.
You know what? It's oh man, I don't even know which one I could say right now.
What do you mean by that?
I know, right? Oh, you know what? It's kind of crazy. I mean, it's not that crazy, but it's just kind of random in my life. Michael Jackson, when he passed away, they did a big lottery in California, and whoever won the lottery got to go to his services, and I was one of the people.
Oh wow, that is crazy.
So,
how was that?
Very interesting. The whole city was pretty crazy that day, but we were able to get I was able to get memorials and everything, that the Jackson family came out and talked to everybody and stuff like that. So that was kind of different.
Oh wow, that's cool. Yeah. You like that?
Yeah.
Were you a Michael Jackson fan?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Grew up on him.
That's cool. I like that.
Yeah, something different.
Yeah. So what made you start writing? How did that whole thing start?
It's a lot of girls' stories. They break up with their ex that was a writer, and I always wanted to learn. Never had the opportunity. I was kind of like a stepmom, and doing the whole stepmom thing, and then went back to the single life, and I was not really wanting to date because there wasn't much to date.
Are you dating right now?
I date, yeah.
She didn't want to say. So is there someone special in your life right now, or are you just dating?
There goes.
Oh,
man. Already, we're just starting. They're all special. Everybody's
they're
special.
all special.
I mean, just anybody you date
like
has
that.
a special quality, right? No, I'm kind of focused on myself, but I do date, and yeah.
Yeah.
There's not.
I
There's
saw
not
you get into
someone
deep
like
thought
special.
right there. real
Yeah, there's
quick.
not
You're like,
someone like just specific. I guess you would say, but
so you're not special, whoever you are out there. Ha ha. I just no, I'm just messing with you.
I
though.
have like my ex. He's like my best friend too, though.
Oh, he is.
So a lot of people see us around a lot, and he's just whether we get mad at each other or not, we're always going to talk. So he's like a best friend to me at the end of the day. So,
That's
yeah,
cool.
he's special, very special to me in my life, for sure.
That's cool. How long you guys been friends then?
Friends. After him, I had a boyfriend for a little bit. So after my boyfriend, we've been friends since then. Yeah.
Okay. So
Back to being friends.
was he the one that was writing? Was he the one that was writing before? Was he the writer by?
No.
No?
That was like my ex-husband. Yeah.
Oh,
that was way
okay.
back. Yeah.
Okay.
hmm
So you don't see the guy that you used to ride with. You don't see him no more.
No. I believe he's married with kids. and
Oh,
everything,
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or more kids.
So tell us a little bit about your adventures riding.
Well, I recently just got in an accident 2 months now ago.
Yeah, that's why. Yeah, we had you scheduled for another
Mhm.
podcast, and I remember Mel saying that you got in an accident.
Yes.
How you doing? First of all, tell us how are you doing on that?
I'm doing a lot better. Yes.
What got hurt?
Mainly my ribs. I have some road rash and stuff that is still healing. But mainly my ribs have been the most draining of my body because I'm I'm always on the go, and it's been kind of like a setback of like things I need to take care of and stuff like that. But I'm still on the go, but not the way that I usually am. So I think that's like my major setback. But yeah, pretty much that, and still healing from that. So
Tell us about the accident. What happened?
I was actually going to go and visit a friend, her event. We all try to support each other with people who throw events, or especially in the biker community. And I was on my way over there, trying to get over there to get back. I was going to go to a Halloween party after, and a car went into the carpool lane, so we're able to ride in the carpool lane as a motorcycle rider in Cali. And he said he was avoiding debris, so he swerved in because he was trying to avoid the debris.
So it sounds like bullshit, huh?
Yeah.
Just by hearing it.
Well, because I could see the traffic. We were going to be hitting traffic soon, so I think he was trying to get in.
The carpool lane. Yeah.
Yeah. And he was really nice, though, to the point that, like, some people will just leave. I've had that before. I've seen it before with other people. They'll just leave and not even stop, especially because they get scared or whatever. But this guy stopped, and he was so sorry, and he was just like, it's totally my fault, and like admitted right away, and just took full blame, and hasn't been an issue or anything. So
now you get to sue him. Yes. No,
no, just our insurance takes care of things. But so it was good to see that, because it really is hard to get people to admit fault and stuff like that, especially with motorcyclists.
Yeah. Well, that's good. You're okay though.
Yes, it's a blessing for sure. It does kind of make you look at things, especially like right after it happened. I was such on like an adrenaline rush, and you're just happy that you didn't lose a leg or arm or whatever. You checking yourself, and then I don't think until I got to the hospital and was by myself after the chaos, did I start like really like breaking down and like thinking about just, man, that could have been it. Literally, that could have been it, because I blacked out for a while. I was ejected from my bike.
Oh, wow.
I rode down the freeway, luckily, which has happened. I seen even a couple times this year with some people who have passed. The car behind them will run them over because they don't have time to stop. So luckily, the car behind me, because of the rolling, was able to stop. So I think that was a blessing. Yeah, there's just a lot. You don't really realize sometimes at the moment how important life is and how quick it is. Even though I've lost a lot of people in my life, it's still like you kind of lose, you kind of lose like your thought of that sometimes in life. And it was like hey.
So it was a big
Don't forget.
eye opener for you.
Yeah. Don't forget this. Yeah, I could take you away in 1 second.
So how do you look at life now ever since the accident?
You know what? I still look at life the same. It's just I felt like it was a reminder again. Because so many things have happened where I do get reminded about life being very short. Um, but I get very tied into like what I do as far as like events and stuff, and not making enough time for my family, and then some of my things that I would like in my personal life that I haven't been able to do. That I started like I'm like kind of okay, we're going to focus a little bit more this next year on.
So what is that? What are you looking to focus more on this next year?
I don't have kids.
You don't have kids, so you want some kids?
I would like one, at least a kid. Yes.
Yes. So do you have anybody in mind you're having a kid with? I'm just.
I have potentials. Yes.
Oh, you have potentials. Okay.
But yeah, I've actually had a conversation and people are at this age, they're like, hey, if you're, financially stable and you seem like you're, people or you can actually have a conversation with someone and say, hey, would you like to raise a child together? People are pretty open to that.
Oh, dang. You actually had that conversation. I got to hear this. How did this go? You don't got to say who it is, but like that's pretty cool. I want to hear this. This is different.
I actually told them that they'd be a great dad, I feel. And I think that maybe they'd be interested in, raising a baby. And they were actually very interested. So,
well, of course.
Yeah. Right.
He's like, why don't we get to work right now?
No, most men will run. And especially ones that have had so many kids, because there's a lot of guys out there with a lot of kids.
Well, I meant like the practice part of it,
No, I know what you mean. But I mean, even without the practice, like there's a lot of men who will not be open to it. So just kind of hearing that was kind of cool. I mean, I've actually just had random guy friends that'll be like, oh, I'll totally have one with you. You'd be a great mom.
I'm sure.
Yeah. So even skipping that step and going into other ways. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, really?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. But if I were like not to, decide to do that, I would totally adopt. I found out like when I was younger, I found out my dad wasn't my biological dad. He raised me when my mom was pregnant with me, and I got pretty much adopted. He pretty much gave me his last name, and he gave me his last name and everything. So for me, it really is, you don't need to be blood to love a child, or, like I did not, like I would have never guessed unless they told me. Maybe from his family treated me a little different, what they did, but he never did. And he's still my dad, so.
That's cool. And so he raised you with love.
Oh yeah. And like the same as my sisters. So we were all very it was a very big shock because I just.
How old were you when you found that out?
I was about 15, 16.
Oh, wow.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a long time to think somebody's your biological dad.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
How'd that affect you?
It still affects me to this day.
Oh, it does?
Mm-hmm. Just because you had like the one man you look up to, and then your parents who you look up to lie to you, and it's kind of like a portion of your life. And then like you go into like this whole twilight zone, I feel. Like you start replaying everything and every little moment of how, if there was a time when you were treated different, if there was a time you weren't invited to something, things like that. So it started replaying everything, and I that's when I turned for worse as far as like I got into drinking and my grades fell. I started ditching. Like I just went into a whole other person that I wasn't. So, but till now, because it was your dad, and like I don't trust a lot of people what they say, men especially, just because when you have your parents lying to your face for something so big, you kind of like what's really gonna stop someone else from lying to me about anything at this point.
Yeah, no, I can understand where you're coming from on that too, but I'm thinking it was kind of like a good thing though, right? Him taking care of you, him playing the father role.
Absolutely.
So didn't it kind of help you in a sense? I mean,
Not,
after the fact, but what if you never told you? Would you have thought anything differently?
I think I did always feel a little different than my sisters.
Oh,
So
you
there was
did.
always something you knew, not because of him, but because, again, like family and just
Oh,
different look than compared to them. I looked just not this, they
I
just
kind
have
of
a difference.
understand.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So, but you always have like this weird feeling. So, and me personally, like I have a very strong intuition with certain things, even to this day. So, um, yeah, it kind of made things clear, but it was just a lot to be at that age and find that out and have to go through that. And
yeah. I couldn't imagine. My son is 16 right now, so I'm just thinking like, how would that affect him if I was, if that was to happen? That's
yeah. Well, even if you think of yourself, you know what I mean? And
yeah,
you just, like, your parents come and sit with you and say, hey, we just want to let you know, like, this isn't your real person, your mother or father or whatever it may be.
yeah.
So, yeah, it hit me really hard. And
Do you know who your biological father is in?
I wanted to meet him, and my mom. The reason why my mom didn't want me around him was because he was really bad in drugs, and they both grew up like in a gang life. So she didn't want that around me. My dad, who raised me, was actually an army guy, and he was a good dad, a good person, and everything. So um, I did want, and she was like kind of like no, 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 but it's because I pushed it, and she was really nervous about it, and then it was my birthday, and he was calling me. He was actually talking to me on the phone, but on my birthday, he was supposed to go and pick me up, and he never showed. And after that day, I was like, I don't even want to meet him now. I don't even care. And again, I was like 16, so I became really stubborn and just hated everybody, and made me feel a certain way of not being wanted. Um, so went through those kind of emotions and feelings, and then years later, after I went through drugs and rehab and stuff like that, I came back and started understanding like how a drug could take over a person, and not taking it as personal with him because he was raised in the gang life, and he was very bad on drugs and stuff. So probably about, it must have been 23, 24. I asked, I'd like to meet him. My mom had already passed away, so I asked an
I'm
aunt.
sorry to hear that.
Thank you. And I asked an aunt, and then she came back a week later and was like, he literally just passed away in prison from cirrhosis.
Dang.
So it was, is
So it's kind of like you didn't get closure. You feel like
no, I know I seen him at my mom's funeral. He actually went, but I don't remember, like, I know he said something to me, but I was so out of it because I was grieving my mom. She had just passed from cancer, and I was just so out of it. Um, that I don't even know one word he said. So I know he like was standing in front of me and everything, and that was the last time I seen him. But I don't remember anything he said. And so when I did want to go and forgive him, because I kind of understood on probably from my own personal experiences of going through all that, I wanted to have that conversation, but it just never happened. So I mean, I still forgive him, and just have moved on with life.
so. When you were talking to, you said you talked to somebody about maybe being a father to a kid. You guys having a kid. Did you really vet that person out on how you wanted to make sure what kind of man he was and things like that?
Mm-hmm.
That's probably very important to you now if you were to have a child with somebody to vet the father out, right?
Absolutely. I know I definitely want someone that's has a good family, is family oriented, kind of over the whole street life and stuff like that. So, yeah. I mean, you could kind of tell when you speak to someone, or especially if you know them as a friend and things like that, if they're um, some of their priorities and things. Yeah. But you'll never find a perfect man, anyways,
No.
or a perfect woman. So, I could go and pick the most what someone would say, probably has a degree, probably, has a an amazing business, but you never know what goes on behind closed doors and their secrets and their things you find out later, just like any relationship.
So this might be a good thing. So what do you look for in a man for qualities for vetting someone out to be the father of your child? What did you look for?
Definitely family, being a family, like getting along with his family.
Okay.
Someone,
Anything spiritual? Anything about God?
yes,
anything?
they have to believe in God.
Okay.
For sure. I believe in God. I'm not the biggest like go to church girl all the time or anything like that, but I do pray. I do journal and talk to God, and I'm big with that. I don't push it on anyone, not even my guy, but I would like someone that's more,
Grounded that way.
yes,
I think that's very important.
to lead a family, especially.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I believe that's. We literally just had a podcast called Dad Academy right before this one.
The one I just said.
Yeah, he just met him. So like, we're talking because I'm a father, and I was talking about that before, and then we end up having him come on, and we are looking to bring in a lot more fathers on how to raise their children right. Because I was raised, pretty crazy. My dad's a good dad now, but I think becoming a good father and learning these traits and having a blueprint, like kind of mapped out and executing it right, and not just raising kids on just right there off the whim of thinking like, oh, they're bad, I'm going to beat the crap out of them now, or not raising them under principle and God and things like that. I think everything takes you have to do things right, and it has to be done right. You have to execute it too. You can't just go off of feelings and things like that, discipline and all that kind of stuff. And I think that's very important. And so it's just wild that we're even having this conversation right now, because that's literally what we were just having a whole podcast about.
On.
Yeah, that's like his fourth time here, and he's coming back in January. We're gonna do it once a month.
Oh wow, okay.
Yeah, it's a thing we're doing. It's an episode, like literally a program we're gonna be doing once a month. It's been blowing up, like hundreds of thousands of views on social media with clips and things like that.
Of how to be a dad.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah, and things that wouldn't even think about.
Yeah.
Like yes, that makes sense, but why did I not practice that while I'm raising my kids? I was raised pretty crazy, so when it comes to me raising my kids, I'm making sure that I'm raising them the best possible way I can. And I think that's important to do. And just like with you, like it just shows that how important a father is to their daughter, how important they are to them, and how much it affects them not being present in their life for making stupid choices. The choices that they make are not important. Their kids are. It affects their children. It affects them as an adult. It affects their life as raising their kids, as picking their man. Everything. It affects everything. It just goes in a vicious cycle, and it just shows how important dads are.
Absolutely.
100%. And I think that that every man should be present with their kids. So I'm sorry you had to go through that. That's wild.
I think now though a lot of men are more open-minded. I think back in the day they were very like in their ways of how they wanted. This is my way of raising my kid, and that's it.
Yeah.
And now I think that there's just a lot more openness.
Sometimes I think it's a little too open-minded.
I agree with that as well.
Yeah. So
Yeah, because
you gotta find a balance.
boundary.
I think it comes down to the foundation. What is your foundation built off of? I think God has to be number one.
For sure.
If you're not building your foundation off of God, then you can go all over the place.
Right.
It can go anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I've heard of people getting their kids taken away from, I can't say certain words on here. Petty, pet, you know what I want to say, right? Like family members touching them, things like
okay.
that,
Yeah.
or I've heard a lot of things like that going certain ways, and you got to watch out for things like that. And I thank God it's never been in my family, but in other people that I know's family, and it causes their child to be all screwed up. It's like they can never get back what they had. And, you're supposed to trust your parents more than anything. And if you can't trust them, it really ruins it for them in the future, for the kid in the future. Like you're saying, you have trust issues with men, period, and it makes sense. It's just you don't. I just believe that you don't want to completely turn the way you think on because of what happened to you in your experience, and try to understand things, like vet things out. Like I try to see things for directly what they are. So let's say I met you and you're telling me you're such a great person, but you're over there smoking crack or something. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's like, and because you're pretty, it'd be like, oh no, she's great. I like her a lot. I want to be with her. She'd be a great mom, but you're smoking crack. It's you know what I mean? It's like, no, you need to see people for exactly who they are and not see what you want to see out of them.
Right.
I think that's just the best way to go through life, personally.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, but as well, like, I think some people try to pinpoint so many different things with someone, and that's why I feel like there's been a lot of especially when people are dating right now, the whole thing like just leave whenever there's a mistake made or one little thing done wrong. And I think I'm a little old school when it comes to that. I'm more open minded to like giving people more chances or trying or seeing the good in them. Sometimes because just like with me, obviously men have complaints about me and the way I am. And a lot of it is, from the way I was raised and who I didn't have to guide me and things like that. So I thought things were right or okay, or, even to this day, my sisters, certain ones don't agree with the way I live. And, you know, if everybody were to pinpoint all these things on me, then, I probably won't ever be in a relationship, right? So same thing the other way around. Like I don't go and just, look at someone, say they did grow up a bad way. There's some women who will not date them if, they grew up a certain way or they don't have family, or if they have kids with another woman because they want to be very like, I want a man like this. I want a man. These are my goals, and that's it.
Yeah.
It's really hard to have that, because you're just going to be looking, and maybe you will be blessed with someone. It could happen, but I personally believe in seeing the best in someone and that they could make a change in their life. And I think a lot of people are steering that way, especially at our age, over 40, either trying to do better, not trying to do worse. So sometimes the past shouldn't be looked at so analyzed to make that decision, I feel as well.
Yeah, I feel like for men, yeah, that's a lot of guys at 40 are finally growing up or something, So kind of makes sense on then. Are they actually successful? That a lot of times men don't even. They always say like basically guys in their 40s are like in their 20s. The way they live their life as being successful.
Yeah, and
So-
successful men, like honestly, they have so many skeletons in their closets. They just have the persona that they're successful because of what? Money? Like that doesn't mean that mentally they're, stable. That doesn't mean that, they're not into some weird shit, like
Yeah, it's true.
sorry, I don't know if I
Oh no, we can cuss on
Okay.
here.
Like I've met successful men that are like straight cheaters, or not good with any of their family members. And then you meet men that haven't made the best choices in life and are struggling and are trying to do better now, but their heart and their intent is all good. And I would rather date a man like that.
The only thing I think I see that too is a lot of women try to change men too, and they think they can change them, and a lot of these guys are not changing.
Not unless they want to. And
Yeah.
I always tell them too, for the right woman, you will. When you're ready and the right woman.
That's true though. That is true. Yeah.
I've seen a lot of men change for it. Usually it's for the right woman, the right person that comes into their life to support them to become a better man. It's not about changing, it's about supporting. And then you guys are both growing together to build.
Yeah. But usually the men make that choice of changing because that's who they want to be with.
Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely.
So yeah, that makes sense. We want to get into biker stuff.
Yeah.
Are your entrepreneur? Why don't we? I know we can jump deep into this. We can keep going on this, or we can get into whatever you want.
Like. It doesn't matter. I'm an open book.
Hey, this is good though. This is good.
Yeah,
you
you
know?
asked me before, and I was like, "Oh, I'm pretty open."
Well, what business do you got going on? I know you have a business.
So I do a couple different little ventures. Well, one is I have e-commerce, which is selling women's. Well, I have different women's, men, and kids motorcycle gear and apparel.
Yeah, I saw that. That's
Things
dope.
like flannels and stuff like that.
Uh-huh.
Um, but my money maker is I tattoo eyebrows for women.
Okay.
So I do that on the side, and that's my money maker.
Okay. So that's your career, your main job.
Yeah,
right
that's
now.
my main thing.
Yeah.
Yes.
You have your own shop and everything like that.
I don't. I do it from home.
Oh, okay.
Mhm.
So yeah, it's your own business though.
Yeah, and I've been doing it for like 5+ years. I get a lot of referrals. I don't even really promote it much or market it. I get a lot.
You
of
just have a
referrals.
lot of people that go to. You have a huge following on social media, so
Yeah, but I have like when you have people, especially with the face, and people go up to other people and say, "Oh, who did your eyebrows?" or
yeah.
and then they'll give them my information. So
How long have you had the apparel business going?
the apparel business since probably a year, actually probably like a year and a half after I became a biker. So
Oh, okay.
it's been like
And
6
how's that
years.
business doing? Good.
I won't say it's my main focus anymore.
No.
So it's not the best. I know a lot of people say I should be focusing it more because of my following to really push it and stuff, but I have other goals and things that have been happening in my life right now with events and stuff that um, that I'm trying to focus on.
Tell us about those events.
Well, one is a nonprofit. So one's a nonprofit that I've been focusing on with 3 other motorcycle business owners, and it's for kids who have lost a parent to a motorcycle accident. And we provide like wish lists, scholarships. If you pass away in a motorcycle accident, you can come to us for funeral assistance. I just went last night to speak on the city council meeting with the mayor in Pomona, because
Okay.
that's where we're planning to open a grief center. So the nonprofit has been something that's taken up a lot of my time, and trying to really grow that, which it is growing a lot as far as starting to get out there. Um, and then my other event that was just done this year in September is called Street Queens, and it's an all women's focused lowrider motorcycle and tattoo show.
Okay.
No one's ever done anything like this, so we threw it. I have like a Street Queens team. Some girls, each girl led an area of that. One has like a very amazing motorcycle, so she led that area and things like that. So we put it together, and it was very successful in September. And a lot of people have been reaching out for the next one, which I'm hoping is next year in August.
Okay. You're busy.
Yes. And it's, people are like, what do you do? But I just do so many different things. And I'm always meeting with like, if I'm not meeting with like going to support biker events, I'm meeting with council members and supporting their events. And then if not that, then I'm meeting, with sponsorships, sponsors, and having to do meetings with them, and a lot of meetings, podcasts, talking, supporting. It's, in order to grow, you really have to like get out there and network.
Where did you think you got that from? Because not everybody can do that. That's actually pretty rare.
I don't know. I don't know. I actually love it. I really do love meeting people and talking to them. I think because my life has been just so up and down with so many different things, I relate to a lot of people, and I'm able to hold a conversation with them. And I try to stay as humble as possible. I mean, I think everybody could grow in their own way. And I love listening to people's stories, and it's really hard to get people to listen to you.
Yeah.
So I'm more of like, I'd rather listen than talk. So I think that a lot of people like that about me, and that's a good thing.
Because people do like to talk.
Yes.
I actually do like to listen to people too.
Yes.
Because you learn a lot just by shutting up and letting them talk.
Letting them, yep.
Yeah, it's like you learn their whole life. A lot of people just tell their whole life in that time,
And then when they are, it's like you have just so many things you guys, you could pretty much relate to someone in some kind of way.
Yeah.
Everybody. Doesn't
A lot,
matter
a
who
lot of
it
people
is.
say that though. What you just said right now, like because you can always find something in the conversation that you can hold on to and say, okay, and then you can like you relate, you can talk about, you can dive deep into, you know.
Absolutely.
Because a lot of people think, oh, I have nothing in common with that person, but they weren't listening.
Right.
That's usually what it comes down to. They weren't listening close enough, and they weren't interested.
They weren't interested,
Yeah,
for sure.
I think it's very important to listen and pay attention.
Yes.
And I used to not think that actually.
The sound effects.
Yeah. So they said this is your 5th podcast.
I think it's about my 5th podcast. Yeah, I get asked to go on them, and I think this is probably maybe my nerve-wracking thing is podcasts. I don't know why. I think
You're
it's the
all
whole video
writing.
thing, and yeah, it's just
This one's a little bit more comfortable maybe because it almost feels like you're just chilling, huh?
yeah, for sure, just chilling. Yeah.
The other ones are recorded and stuff. But we're live. We got a lot of people in the chat. Can you see that chat? Right, because I usually have somebody reading that chat. Can you see that chat and read them off? That looks like they're your fans over here.
Yeah.
Can you-
My roommates on here.
If you could read the name of the person and then what they said.
You want me to do that, right?
Yeah, if you can, yeah.
Problem Dagoon. I said my.
Oh, Problem Dagoon. Yeah, he was a rapper we had on here. What's up? What's up, Problem? How you doing? What did he say?
I send mine's 100.
He was talking about the dating thing, you know? That's what he was talking about. What's up, Problem?
Rock Bottom TM. What's good?
What's up, Rock Bottom? How you doing?
And then my roomie, Gizmo Serves. That's my roommate.
What did they say?
He says that's my roomie.
Oh, okay.
He really is my roommate,
Okay.
though. And then Problem Dagoon is suddenly saying hello. Mana Flame. I don't know what that is.
What is it? What is it? Send my love.
No, the Mana Flame 900.
Oh, I don't see it. I can't see
It's
it.
a little emoji.
Oh, okay. What emoji is that, John? Can you see it? I don't know. Well, appreciate it. Whatever. It better be a good one.
I know. I hope it's good.
Go to the. Is that all of them? What is it? I see one that says "I send my love." Oh, okay.
That's the Problem Dagoon.
Okay, and then what's the other one that says it's Problem Dagoon? Yeah. What's going on, man? How you doing? Appreciate you guys watching. But yeah, so what made you want to get in the whole biker scene though? Like the whole biker life? I mean, I know you said that it was you had a boyfriend and everything that you were her husband, right? But you got deep in the game.
Yeah, you know what? Right when I got into it, I was so interested. It's a whole other world.
Okay.
It's like, 100% a completely different world that you're just like.
What's the name of the crew that you're in?
It's called Rowdy Ones.
Rowdy Ones. Okay. My brother-in-law was in like the Blackheart Riders and things like. I don't know if you heard of them, Blackheart Riders.
I don't think so.
Okay, they're like a street bike.
Street bikes, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're all Harley.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So right when I started writing, I met one of the girls from there.
Okay.
And it was very interesting on,
A lot of
them
girls
riding.
ride.
Yeah, a lot more girls,
Yeah.
especially now. When I was coming in, there were girls riding, but not as many as now.
Not as much.
It started becoming a big thing. So, I think I came right when it started blowing up. So I think that's where it kind of got like my following as well because it wasn't.
It wasn't big for women.
No.
Yet. Okay.
Mm-mm.
Yeah. So where do you ride to? Do you take long trips or like where do you guys go?
Yeah, we go to different states and everything. So there's like state patches and stuff we try to get and do things like that. I think the furthest I have ridden to is Salem, Oregon.
Oh wow.
Yeah, by myself.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I went and stayed out there, and then I went to Sacramento, went up there, came back, stopped in San Francisco, and came back. Yeah.
How was that going by yourself?
I like doing things by myself.
Oh really?
Yeah, I like doing things by myself. Or I'm not really like, I don't mind doing big group things, but I like to kind of take those moments to just, a lot of people say I daydream, and I just go into my own little
Go into your own
thought
world.
process. Yeah. So I like doing that.
Okay, so what goes on in Crazy Cat's mind when you're daydreaming?
I feel like my visions come through, like of what I want to do next, and just different things that, like, if I know if I'm going on a trip, what I'm going to come back to, and what I want to, you know, accomplish or change on, an event or something, or what I need to do better on. I also think about those kind of things. Um, if I got into an argument with a friend or something, I'm going to come back and probably like, retouch on it. Or is that friendship worth doing that for, or should I just move forward? So kind of like self talk.
Well, you're a really deep thinker, huh?
Yeah,
Do you think you overthink sometimes?
I
Or?
am a big overthinker.
Oh, you do
for sure.
think you overthink.
No,
I-
that's actually something people complain about with me.
Really?
They're like, you're always overthinking.
It almost seems like you think logically, though. I don't
I
really.
try.
I don't really see a lot of the overthinking being illogical. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I don't. I have to have a longer conversation with you though. See what happens.
Depends.
But what do you think? You think you're an overthinker, or do you think more logically?
I think it's a balance.
Oh, it is.
Yeah. I have my moments that I could admit to that I'm working on.
Well, that's good. At least you identify it.
Yeah,
That's
for
like-
sure. That I think at this age you start identifying a lot of your flaws, and you either are, I'm set in my ways mentality, or I could work on those things and better improve myself. So I'm more the, I did some life coaching, or went and got some life coaching, and made some changes to now, like, my thought process is way different than what it was even a year ago. So.
Well, what's a misconception that people think about you that you're not really that way, or
A misconception.
maybe that people get about you?
That I like attention.
Okay.
A lot of people think I like attention, or I think, they kind of, or I want attention or something, but I don't know. I think people gravitate toward me a lot of times, just based on who I am and the way I talk to people and stuff. But when people see me, they're like, oh, she's about attention. Or, I hear that a lot. I'm just like, okay.
That's weird. I don't get that vibe.
No, thank you.
I wonder why why do you think they think that?
I think
Is it girls? Is it mostly
could say-
girls?
it is a lot of women,
Yeah.
but I
hater
could
stuff.
say no. But guys are there could be like some really cruel guys too.
But a lot of guys act like sissies nowadays, though. So they're kind of girly.
They're very feminine.
Yes.
Yeah, there's a lot of feminine men now, that have taken over.
I blame it on the skinny jeans era.
That have taken over the way. Yeah.
I feel like the skinny
Respond.
jeans era just messed up life for
Really?
men. After that era, it was just like everything started going downhill. I blame you, skinny jeans.
Oh. I definitely think it's social media.
Yeah,
Social
that
media.
too, for sure.
Too many too many different memes and advice out there, and
That's just bullshit advice.
yeah.
I mean,
There's certain things you could take and try to make the best of it, but there's some people that are they're like really watching everything that's on there that I don't know, they take right or wrong from.
yeah. Well, what would you say to some people? What kind of advice should they take? I mean, me personally, I would think if you're gonna really like dwell on something and put time into that, I would say just read the Bible. You know what I mean? Like the social media is not. I feel like the social media is their Bible now,
Yeah,
and it's all
definitely.
over the place. So it's like it's confusing for a lot of these people.
Yeah.
that don't really have their shit together.
And then you have a lot of people on social media now that are like life coaches, or that are even like they kind of give advice about God and stuff like that, but everybody has their own way of
Interpretation of it.
yeah,
It's not even biblical.
exactly.
It's like, what are you even talking about? Just talk about a different God then.
For
'Cause
sure.
What are you doing?
So that's definitely one that is confusing sometimes. So it's really hard. I don't know. People just go straight to that for any kind of advice they want.
Yeah. What would you suggest?
You know what? I like to journal a lot. Sit down and like write down, and then I go back to what I wrote after a couple days to like see, like kind of rethink about, was that in which way can I make that better? Or which way, like, okay, I just went through that. Now that my emotions are a little bit more calmer, how can I make things better? Or where was I wrong on in this situation, or things like that. So
Journaling, I get a lot of guests in here, and a lot of guests are journaling nowadays.
yeah, it's a big thing.
It is. It's crazy. And then you kind of think about it, even going back biblical days. I mean, people were journaling.
Yeah.
So I kind of think, well, maybe it's a good idea. I just so tired of writing all the time. So I don't know.
Yeah, I do
But
very small.
You
Same.
do?
Yeah, same. I like get straight to the point. I'm not sitting there like today I sat and had
Yeah.
a coffee. Like no.
Well, what got you into journaling? Like, how'd you start?
My life coach.
Okay. And so how many times do you journal a week?
I would say like 1 to 2 times.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I don't do it every day.
And like, let's just say you're trying to talk to somebody about that. How would they start? How would
they
you
start?
suggest them to start?
What is the I'm not gonna remember, but there would be like a passage, and then what I do is I reflect how when I just read that passage, how it reflects to my day that day.
Oh, a passage in the Bible.
A passage, oh man, what is it called? The word is
Is it in a book or
yeah.
just a different kind of book?
Yeah, but it'll be like certain scriptures will be in there, but it also talks about how it affects, or how it relates in just life in general.
You're talking about like soaping? It's called soaping. Like, what's
The devotional.
okay.
Devotionals. Yeah, so I'll get devotionals and read that. And it has a passage, I'll have a scripture, and then I'll talk about something, how it relates to life. And then I take what I'm feeling that day and how my day related to that.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I like that. I think I'm gonna have to start trying that out because a lot of people I see journaling now, and that wasn't a thing. My dad's been journaling for years, but I just haven't done that.
Yeah, I just can't just write about like what happened.
Just whatever.
Like a diary.
Yeah,
I just can't.
That's
I
too
have to
much.
read something to reflect and.
I guess that you make it sound easier when you just write down, like you get straight to the point. I like that.
Yes.
Because then you don't have to I'm not doing all that. We had one guy bring his journal in.
Oh, really?
And it was kind of crazy. He had like stickers in it, drawings, and it was like it was kind of a different kind of book too. It looked kind of cool, and it was small, but he had like a bunch of stuff in there. Shout out to Max. But yeah, it was dope. It was different for me. That's when the whole journaling first thing started coming over here. I started hearing a lot about journaling, and I was like, man, a lot of people are doing this. But then when you see it's kind of biblical too, and it's good, I'm like, hey, man, it's probably a good thing then.
Yeah, definitely a devotional is really good.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I want to kind of give you the floor. So anything that you want to say, shout outs, or anything that you wanted to talk about, any words of wisdom, anything you want to kind of go over, I'm gonna give you the floor. Any like husbands that you want, or any?
No.
Shout out to the dude that says yes, let's have a baby. I don't know.
Right? Shout out to him.
When you guys gonna get started on that?
I know, right? I just let life.
You just let life.
Yeah.
Okay, I like that.
Yeah. If it happens, it happens.
That's crazy though. So hold on, I gotta ask you, how did that conversation come about? Like, did you say, "Hey, I want to talk to you"?
Yeah.
Literally just like that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh shit.
Mm-hmm.
So like you called him? Was it in person? Like
Person.
you just said, "I want to talk to you," and then you guys what? Like went and
I said,
talked.
what do you think about this? I think you'd be a great dad.
Damn.
Mm-hmm.
And how was his response right away? Like, did
You
you
could tell he was a little shocked, like, and thinking himself,
like, oh shit.
yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And
Which
you
I
get-
expected. I already knew that.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just something.
And you did you say it kind of like how we're dialoguing right now?
Yeah, I'm very kind of like that.
Kind of like just straightforward,
Mhm.
like we're having a talk about just like a grocery list.
favorite
That's
coffee.
crazy.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'd be thrown off too. I'd be like, oh shit.
Like, what's your favorite coffee? Like, would you rather have a boy or girl? Like, yeah.
What kind of guy is he? Was he like I'm just trying to like picture this in my head so the audience can draw a picture of this, right?
Like looking at my followers on here. They're like, we're the guests.
No, I'm just meaning like is he the kind of guy that could take a shock like that? Like, is he like a rough dude or just like a really like businessman or a chill guy?
Chill,
Like,
chill.
He's really chill.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. That's cool. Hey, that's different. I haven't heard that one yet.
I mean, I've had that conversation even with my ex. Like, hey, would you? And yeah, like I mean, I've had the conversation, so you kind of like see who will say yes.
Yeah, but he said he's down, huh?
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, that's crazy. But yeah, I'm gonna give you the floor now. I had to give the audience. It was for the audience, not for me, right?
But there are people out there, like there's friends that they both want to have kids. They haven't met the right person, and they know each other, and they decide, like, hey, would you like to have a kid together? And then they raise the kid. They co-parent.
Oh, damn!
Without being in a relationship.
Really? So they don't even live together or nothing?
No.
So is that what you're talking about with him?
Yes.
Okay. Whoa! I had no idea this was going down. I mean, I know people are co-parent, but I didn't know people would talk about this, have a kid, and just co-parent like that.
Yeah. It's actually something people do.
Oh shit. Huh. So I mean, you see, is there a community on this? Like, you actually, like, how many people have you seen?
I don't know. There's a community. There probably is going to start a community now, right?
Damn, that's crazy.
A Facebook. What is it? A Facebook.
Yeah.
What do they have? Those
like the
groups?
community. Yeah, those
Facebook
groups.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
That'd be funny to start.
Hey, it works, I guess, sometimes. Because sometimes these people are crazy out here, so it's probably good to vet that way than the way people are vetting now.
Especially if you know the person, your friend. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Especially when you just.
It's kind of like, how did you not hook up anyways, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
If you're friends and you could stand somebody that long to be friends with them, why nothing happen?
Because you're not attracted to them physically, maybe.
Okay.
But mentally and just like you know their background. You kind of know their in and outs of their life because they're your friend. They're talking to you about it, the things that they've been through, the relationships they've had before. So, you kind of take all that into account. Like, you already know. You don't have to go and find out. You already know. It's your friend.
We have dating and relationship podcasts on here. Like, we bring like 6-7 girls on, and then there's me, a co-host, another guy, and we have like debates of different things and ideas. And
oh, do you?
Yeah, you should come on one of those because they get a little wild on that. That'd be something that we never talked about on there. How people do that. I've never heard of that.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's being done out there for sure.
It's a thing. Huh?
It's a thing. It's an interesting thing.
Yeah.
But I think it's way better because it takes out like the arguments and stuff, and then you're also having that talk of like, religion and how do you. Hitting, if you're okay with hitting a kid or not, and stuff like that, or how discipline, things like that.
So do you not want to get married? Have you been married?
Yeah, that's why. Well,
you said ex-husband.
Wedding or nothing. It just kind of happened. But would I want to get married? Like, yeah, if God blesses me with the right person, of course. But I don't. I think I'm at an age already where I'm like, I'm accepting that if it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. And I'm not the girl that just wants to like
just get married to anybody.
Yes. And
that's more dangerous than anything, I think.
And honestly, there's a lot of women like that.
Yeah.
A lot of women.
And they're really get a divorce that easy too. Just as quick as they got married, they want a divorce. Yeah.
They're just, and a lot of men too, they're settling because they want a wife.
Well, you said something earlier too. You were like, people don't even want to try if it just gets bad in the marriage.
Yeah.
They don't want to try.
No.
And that's crazy because the thing is that's when marriage really begins. It's when it's time to, face things that you didn't really want to,
Yeah. And sometimes bad things happen. It's just part of life, and it's kind of like a test on yourself too. Like, are you able to forgive? Are you able to really love this person enough to accept that they have some flaws that,
Well, do you even understand what love really is? Because love is not a feeling. It's nice when you have that. But, when you have you don't have kids, but I have kids, and I know that no matter what, I love my kids, and I'm never going to abandon them, So that's how I look at it. And it's hard to explain probably, too, until you have a kid. Maybe I'll work out with that guy. You have a baby. You understand?
Yeah.
When it comes to that, But, yeah, it's unconditional. There's just the way it is. That's how I would look at it. I was married. I'm divorced too now, but I was young and, dumb. So I thought of things differently. I don't look at things the same way anymore. So I kind of understand what you're talking about.
I think things are changing, like your mindset changes every year practically.
Yeah. A lot of people don't though. You'd be surprised.
People are set in their
People are just dumb watching social media and believing all that stuff on there.
Yeah.
You got to be able to grow and think for yourself and grow through experiences and don't just listen to people. It's just crazy.
Be open-minded for sure.
Yeah, yeah. But I'm gonna give you the floor.
I don't know what else to say anymore.
Anything else? Nothing you want to say? Where people can find you?
On Instagram is like my main platform, which is cat KAT _ the biker chick.
The biker chick.
The biker chick.
Well, we appreciate you coming on.
Thank you.
You kicked ass. It was a good. It was a good conversation. I liked it.
on dating.
Our slogan is "Shed the sheep," and on 3, we're gonna look at that camera right there, and on 3, we're gonna say "Shed the sheep." Ready?
Okay.
1, 2, 3. Shed the sheep. Howls over Baaz. I'm Jacob Casas. Go ahead and say your name again.
I am Cat. Crazy Cat.
Crazy Cat, and we appreciate you coming on, Crazy Cat. And for all her fans, if you guys can please like and subscribe this episode. You will see clips on her tomorrow coming out, and we'll collab with you, so you can see some clips on these episodes. And we will be back next week. We appreciate you guys watching. And we're here now, so you'll be seeing us more. Peace.